What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tia with the T, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be working with aloe vera, and I'm going to be making aloe vera butter. So I got my piece of aloe right here for you guys, and I already washed it. I basically wash most of my fruits and vegetables when I buy them. So when I get ready to use them, I can just basically use them and keep it pushing. So I've cut the aloe already. And you don't need that piece that you just cut off. You just throw it in the garbage can, really. I got some water, and I'm going to cut 2 chunks. And you need to soak this in the water for about, maybe about a good 30 minutes or so. But just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to do a little bit longer. So the reason why we're soaking it is because we want to get rid of all of that yellow poisoning. So that's what they call it. That's what I've read, that yellow stuff is basically poison, and if you put it on your skin and in your hair, it can cause irritation, dry scalp, flaky scalp, and much more that we do not need. So next, I have my African shea butter, and it's all natural. I paid $6, and I bought this from the hair store. And they have other ones, yellow shea butter, but I decided to go with the white because, I believe that it's more unrefined and processed and filtered properly. So I'm going to dump all of that inside of that bowl, and you will need to heat this up. You're going to need to heat this up for maybe about a good 10 minutes. So I got some hot water that I already had nice and ready to go. So 10 minutes, and that should be nice and liquefied. So let's go ahead and get that liquefied for 10 minutes. So I have a jar, and I also have a little tiny bottle that I'm not going to even use. I'm not going to use both of these jars, well, containers actually. So I got a blender, and I got a piece of aloe, and I've rinsed my aloe and I soaked it for just about that long as well. Like I said before. So you're going to cut the sides off, and you're going to cut the aloe straight down the middle. And what I like to do is I like to cut the aloe in half and then put it right back in water just to, get rid of some more of that yellow stuff. But I didn't see any yellow stuff when I did this, but just for safety purposes from the aloe and the irritation that it can cause from the yellow stuff, I decided to drop it back inside of the water. So I'm going to do the same steps as I did for the first piece of aloe. Cut the sides off and then cut it right down the middle. Reason why you cut the sides off is because you don't want to stab yourself, of course, because of those little prickly ends. Alright, and you're just going to scoop all of that inside of the blender, and I'm just washing it, making sure that I got all of the not slimy stuff, but the slimy yellow stuff off. Now we're going to go ahead and get this inside of the blender. Now I decided to cut my aloe this way because I feel like when I cut it in chunks, like if I cut like all of the flesh off and just leave the skin, I feel like I'm leaving behind some aloe. So I want to make sure that I get every bit of aloe from the leaf itself. So scraping the leaves and getting all of that good stuff out because I want all of my money worth. So here is everything before I blend it up. And y'all, this is my first time like really doing a voice over, so bear with me. So I got my mesh container and I have a measuring cup, and I'm just showing y'all how the shea butter is liquefying, how it's melting down, and it's been about 5 minutes since it's been melting. So you're going to pulsate the aloe. You're not going to blend it. You're not going to mix it, chop it, liquefy it. You're going to pulsate it. And you should pulsate it for about 6 to 7 times. And just strain it in the mesh strainer into the measuring cup. And I would suggest that you get a spoon and you just like mix this around so it can drain faster and easier. And you should be able to get at least like, I want to say like a half a cup of aloe. If anything, almost a cup. And in this particular DIY recipe, I'm not going to even be using all of it. But once you set this to the side, it'll be able to strain on its own. And every so often, as I'm going throughout the recipe and making it, I'll be able to check on the aloe vera gel just to make sure that it is draining properly. So you're going to need a bowl, and you're going to need some sort of mixer. So electric mix, you can use a blender, a Ninja, whatever is going to get your aloe butter nice and whipped. So my shea butter has melted, and it's really hot. So I'm going to let that sit for just a minute while I assemble my mixer. So I'm not sure where you can get a mixer from. Well, of course I know you can get one from Walmart, but if you don't have a mixer or an electric bowl mixer, I would recommend, if you have a food processor or a blender, I would recommend that you do use those. So I got this assembled now. Thumbs up. All right, so I did use a glass bowl, so it is hot from the pot it was sitting in. So I'm going to use a towel to dunk over my shea butter. And my shea butter did have some chunks in it, which is completely fine, because once I start blending, it will basically smoothing. It will basically smooth up inside of the shea butter. So y'all, this is like very hard for me because I'm not used to doing voiceovers. So y'all just bear with me. So I got some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm eyeballing this, y'all. I am not using no kind of measurements. Reason why I'm eyeballing is because I know how my skin and my hair can get dry a lot. So I don't want to eyeball and put too little of what I really need. So I got some olive oil, and next I'll be using some grapeseed oil. And I like grapeseed oil because it's extremely lightweight and it's very moisturizing, and it protects as a sealant. And extra virgin olive oil is very good for shine, moisture, and manageability. So I'm going to whip all of this together. Well, not whip it, but I'm going to mix it all together. And here I forgot to add my aloe vera gel, y'all. I don't know what I was thinking. I ended up putting the mix just how it is in the freezer. And when I closed the refrigerator, the freezer door, I noticed that I still had my aloe sitting out. So I didn't use all of the aloe. I used about a third, fourth cup of it. And I put it right back inside of the freezer to basically get kind of like stiff. So when I took it out the freezer, I took a spoon, I mixed it, and it looks just like this right before I started to blend it. And you're going to blend this for however long you want. The more you blend your shea butter, the fluffier it will get. So if you want to sit there and blend your life away, honey, I suggest that you do so for your liking. If not, you can just whip this up for about a good 5 to 6 minutes. So I blended mine for about I want to say for about like a good 4 minutes. I'm not going to sit here and blend this up for that long. And I'm so proud of myself, y'all. I'm jumping out of my comfort zone and I'm doing a voiceover. So I got some essential oils from the hair store along with some African black soap, because I will be making my own aloe vera hair shampoo. I have made some already with some other shampoo, but I want to just go natural. So here I'm going to add some rosemary oil. And this rosemary oil, it did smell different from most rosemary oils. It had that natural rosemary smell, and it also had a minty smell, almost like a peppermint smell. And I eyeballed that as well. I put about 5 to 6 drops. If anything, maybe about 8 drops. Yeah, probably like 7, 8 drops, honestly. It came out so fast. So I'm going to whip this really, really good. Whip it good, girl. And the person that inspired me to do this was Natural 85 and another YouTuber. They are always using aloe in their hair, and they always pre-poo with it, moisturize with it. And I seen one of them do this aloe butter, but they did it like completely different. So I wanted to do it, but just different from how they did it. They added more oils and they added stuff that their hair needs. And I honestly think that my hair doesn't need all that stuff. So I didn't bother to add that stuff, but I will try it. And one of the oils that they add was fenugreek. I never used fenugreek. I read up about it. So I will be ordering that from Amazon just to try it out, just to make some more DIYs. Because DIYs are much more healthier and much more cheaper than going out to the market and, buying lotion or, stuff that's not going to work. I always see these false advertisements on company products with 24-hour moisture, and it's only like an hour, maybe 2-hour moisture top for me. So I'm not able to get the moisture that I need from certain products. So this is why I'm going all natural, and I'm trying to use natural products to be able to benefit from them. So I have my jar right here, and I'm going to place this in my jar. And basically the rest of the mixture, I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I just place it somewhere in my house nice and cool where it won't melt or get extremely hard. Because I know it is the winter time where I am, and I know certain places of the house can get extremely hot when the heater is on. So make sure you place this in a nice, dry, cool environment in your house or wherever you are. So that's how the butter looks. And I'm really, really proud of myself for doing this. I don't have to worry about impurities or chemicals or sulfates or anything harmful. So I really recommend that you guys try this out. You can do it at home yourself. It's easy, and it's better to be safe than sorry if you're doing it yourself. So this is me demonstrating for you guys. And I just want to show you guys how much I put on and how it goes on. I put a little bit too much on, but I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Love, peace, and hair grease. Bye.